Hey everyone, it's Enchanted, and I wanted to give my thoughts on the newly debuted group Katseye. So, for you guys that don't know, Katseye is an international group formed through the show Dream Academy, a competition show where girls around the world competed to be in a six-member girl group. So, I followed this survival show from start to finish. I participated in all the voting, and I was extremely happy for how the lineup turned out to be. So Cat's Eye was formed under the K-pop label Hybe, which is one of the biggest labels in Korea. They're most known for producing BTS, which is the biggest group in K-pop, currently the biggest group, period, at this point in time. They also have groups like TXT, Lesser FM, and New Jeans. So we are seeing that Hybe is trying to make moves in the Western market, which is one of the reasons why they're starting to try to debut international groups. This is actually a really smart move by Hybe. If you guys follow Hybe and their groups, they're pumping these groups out back to back. They are pumping them out fast. They're starting to oversaturate the market. So it's good and smart that they're trying to expand their audience now. The only problem I see so far with Cat's Eye is that their demographic is still K-pop fans, so they're not really reaching a new demographic, at least not yet. So their debut song, named Debut, it received lukewarm reactions. I actually really liked the song. The only thing that I would say is that it was just really short, a little repetitive, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. Many people were saying that the song was really childish, which I find kind of funny because, like I said, most of these groups or people that are watching Cat's Eye are K-pop fans. So, they're not really making anything that a K-pop group wouldn't make. So I don't, sometimes people have this weird thing with Western girl groups, especially in K-pop, where they kind of hold them to a higher standard sometimes. I don't know. I mean, it sounded good. It's not something that was out of the ordinary that a K-pop group wouldn't listen to. So just, relax. So, Manon also got a lot of, not, she didn't get criticism. The group's debut got a lot of criticism because Manon was in the back for most of the formations. If you guys look at the dance practice, she's either in the back or she's behind somebody. It's a six-member girl group, so lots of times people tend to be or have to hide one member behind and make it like kind of a center position formation. And Manon was in the back behind for like it looked like for like 90% of the dance. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. So lots of people were complaining about that, rightfully so. Their new song that they just released the other day, it's getting a lot better reactions. So, Manon's a lot more prominent. She has, the chorus, and lots of people are liking the song's overall vibe. I have nothing but praise. I'm seeing nothing but praise on social media. So, I think that's a really good sign, especially compared to debut. It was their debut. It's confusing, but it got so many more mixed reactions. This one I'm seeing way more positive. I don't even think I've seen a negative one yet, so that's a really good sign. I have, however, been seeing a lot of inter-fandom conflicts. So, this is normal, especially because the girls were formed through a competition show, which resulted in them having a lot of, individual fan bases. It seems like Manon is the main target for these solo stands. She's an easy target because her skills aren't as developed as the rest of the girls. She's had the least training time from what I've heard. So, despite this, she was always a fan favorite, though she was a stand attractor. So she was the main reason I got into the group, honestly. And I voted for her every single time. Even when she started dropping in votes, I was getting nervous. I was nervous for a second. She was the last member announced. I was getting really nervous, but she made it in. She debuted. But now she's dealing with these solo stands attacking her and making up terrible rumors about her. These solo stands come from the group members and also from the girls that didn't make it into the group. So Samara stands have been especially vicious towards Manon. If you guys don't know, Samara was an extremely popular contestant on Dream Academy, and she ended up dropping heavily in popularity once people started seeing some of the controversial stuff that she had been reposting and liking. So she ended up losing her spot in the group. I think that her fans have some sort. I feel like it's some type of competitiveness between two black girls. I think there's this kind of thing in Western girl groups, especially where you only can have one token black girl, and that's it. So since Manon made it, I feel like she's getting a lot of heat from Samara's stands because they kind of feel that animosity, like Manon took Samara's spot. But at the end of the day, I mean, Samara really low key had it in the bag. she did kind of just, she didn't play the social game right, and that costed her her spot. At the end of the day, follow Samara if you want to follow Samara, but you guys need to really leave Manon alone because I've noticed it's consistently like Samara stands that are on, Simone's or Manon's tail. So, you know, they just really need to kind of just let it go. Let it go. Oh my gosh. And recently Manon has been getting attacked for looking uninterested in what another group member had to say during, I think, an interview. And looking at the footage, she does look like she's disassociating a bit, but people are definitely overanalyzing the situation. I believe, once this group becomes more established, hopefully, we'll start to see the fans, calm down, and instead of being fans of the individual members, we'll see them kind of, be fans of the group as a whole. We kind of see this fandom dispute thing with lots of the produced group series, like Eyes One, X1, Kepler. Lots of times you're fans of the individuals at first, and then when you see them in the group and you get to learn about the other group members, it starts to be a little bit more homogenous. So hopefully, the solo stands settle down after their first comeback or two, and then, that's it. That's enough of that. I do wonder how this group is going to be geared towards the Western general public. We haven't had a prominent girl or boy group in years. The only group that you can kind of say has broken through the Western market would be BTS. However, they still aren't very popular with the general public. They're more so fandom driven. But Hybe is really good at pushing their artists. So, so good to the point that lots of K-pop fans are always screaming payola because, they push their artists so well. I don't think that's a problem. I mean, they're a record label. They're supposed to push their artists. I wish JYP would push ITZY and twice like Hybe pushed New Jeans and BTS members and things like that. That's what they're supposed to do. They're a record label. You can't be mad at them for promoting their artists, especially when you would take it, if it was your idols getting promoted like that. So, you can't be mad that they're doing what they're supposed to do. It was announced, though, that Katseye will be having a Netflix special on August 21st, along with their album. This may be their push to go mainstream. They are also doing, kind of the K-pop popular formula where they're releasing the physical album to help boost these sales. I bought every version. I've even bought the signed vinyl. Hopefully, I get Manon. That's my favorite. But I love all the members actually. So I'd be happy for any. I think this is a very smart tactic with the physicals, especially seeing how number-based people are nowadays, including myself. I love to look at kind of the sales numbers, things like that. And even in the West, outside of K-pop, people are really sales-driven, especially when it comes to the Billboard 200. So people seeing that Katseye's, putting some big numbers up on the Billboard 200, especially with the boost from the physical sales, it'll do good for Katseye because people are going to check them out. They say, oh, I'm looking at them on the charts. I wonder, lots of people equate chart success, unfortunately, to, quality in music. And however, Katseye can use that to their advantage. So, have them produce big on the Billboard 200, people will check them out. And, that's that. I think Katseye is going to be successful regardless and have a big fan base and, have some really good touring power. I do think it will be interesting to see how they play out with the general public, though. Will they have charting power on the Hot 100 and global Spotify, or will they be more like a K-pop, how K-pop groups are in the West, where they have, really big selling power, at least first week, and touring power, but kind of, fly under the radar with the general public. So I'm really interested to see where they go with that. I am excited to see what they do. Like, I'm excited. They have a lot of potential. What are you guys' thoughts and expectations for Katseye? Did you like the recent single? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe. And you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.